welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock and it is time for a special one-off video. I have somebody here on the channel with me that I have interviewed twice now on Magic TV. He is a huge part of Netrix, which is launching soon, but I have him. He's making waves. He always makes waves in the Magic community, but right now there's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming out from him. New tricks, new stuff, all to do with, well, I don't want to tell you. I want him to tell you himself. I wanted to get him on the channel because the things that he's got planned is ridiculously exciting. So I want to welcome, for the third time on Magic TV, the one and only JM Justin Miller. How you doing?
What's going on, guys? Thank you, Craig. Man, this is so cool. I love every single time. You know, you and I have like conversations for like an hour before we even start these interviews.
We do. In fact, it's kind of like, well, we have to start the interview now as the batch is going to run out on one of our devices.
Oh, yeah, we have to work. That's right. Yeah.
But seriously, man, what I said there was true. You are setting the world on fire. I've said to everybody that will listen for the longest time, if you are into Magic and you are into strong tricks and you are not on JM's email list, you are an idiot. It's as simple as that.
You're losing in the world.
There's so much stuff that you bring out, and you don't put it through Murphy's, you don't put it through Penguin, Illusionist, Theory. It doesn't go anywhere. The only way you can get this stuff is directly from you. And some of the best stuff I've got in the last year is from you, and I don't review it because by the time I get it, it's already sold out. There's no point.
We had to figure that out in the beginning, right? Because you're like, I'm like, yeah, but it's already gone. I don't know what to tell you. I counted yesterday in 2021. I released 33 effects, 33, and they were all props effects, and they were big. You know what I mean? I think just through COVID and through that whole period, I just changed my mind about, well, I'm sick of people stealing my shit. So why don't I just make the gimmicks myself? I can do that. I'm one of those creative people that can figure shit out for some reason. I don't know why it is, but my Rain Man brain fucking does that. So I started doing that, and then a lot of the thefts started going down.
That's the way to do it, right? So
that's fine. Steal the download. That's fine. And good luck building this shit. Good luck putting it together. You know?
And here's the thing: the stuff that you bring out, it's always in limited quantities. So if you don't act fast, it does sell out. Like, you know, you're one of the only people that when you drop an email, I tend not to see the email. So you just send me a message going, hey, this is out. And I'm just like, take my money. I don't even know what it is. Don't need to see a trailer. Just send it me and I'll
I think you've been, you were the very first to buy the subtle coin kit, if I'm not mistaken. The very first, my big coin kit that I put out. I just wanted, I wanted a Magic kit, and I didn't want to put out a Magic kit like all these other artists are putting out, like with Shin Lemon and Murphy's. And that's fine, whatever, for people who want that stuff, totally fine. But I didn't want that. I'd never seen a coin kit before. Have you ever seen a coin kit before?
Never. Yeah, and I have now. Yours.
Exactly. And I think I set a nice bar. Yeah, there's a lot of replicas, but yeah, there's a lot of fucking real coins too. And a lot of great work from Roy Cooper. People like Nick DeFod helped me out and gave me some props to use. And you know, I mean, it's really great stuff. And I think it's just that time, my mindset was just like, I gotta, fuck these $10 downloads. You know what I mean? I mean, I was part of the download period and everything, but it's a whole different game now. It's the Wild West out there, and if you're not on it, and if you don't have what it takes, you're gonna get left behind. There's so many shitty Magic out there today. There's just a lot of bad Magic, and I'm trying to counter balance that, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And as good as 2021 was in terms of releases from you, 2022 is shaping up to be incredible.
It's ridiculous.
Like, incredible. And that's why I've got you on the channel, because I'm sick of telling people to get on your mailing list. And I want to give people a heads up that the stuff that you've got coming out in the next 3 or 4 months, this is not FOMO. This is not fear of missing out. This is not anything like that. This is, you bring out limited quantities of stuff, then it goes away, and then it never comes back, or if it does, many, many years later. So I want to, knowing you've got a whole bunch of stuff coming out, and knowing you've done a deal with a you know, to bring out a couple of iconic routines, which hopefully we can talk about from a creator that's unfortunately passed, and I don't want to be the person to say that. I want you to. I need people to know the stuff that's coming out from you. So basically, this is just a public service announcement on some of the stuff that's coming out from Justin Miller over the next few months.
This is so much better than paying $1 million per minute or second for the NFL ads. This is better. This is way better. Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny. You know, Craig. My first trick deck was X marks the spot. Do you remember that trick? Do you remember
that? I have the DVD over there somewhere.
Yeah. I put it up by myself the first time when I was about 20. Remember, I'm 46 now, guys. I was about 22-ish. And, you know, I put all the cards together and all the gimmicks. And then when I became known a little bit through Cosmo Magic and Illusionist, Cosmo decided to reshoot it, and we reshot it. And David Regal said it was like a really beautiful effect. And we used that quote. It was a really nice quote. And I have not put out a trick deck since then. I really haven't. And I haven't, and until this year. And now I have like 5 of them.
Wow.
Out of nowhere. It was really weird. Again, these are just like solving problems that I've always wanted to have, or always wanted to solve, that they've always been there. Like, for instance, you know, I mean, come on, how many times has a magician asked you to pick a card, or you've seen somebody say, here, pick a card, and they do it in different ways, right? They do it in different ways. You have this guy, right, where he goes like this, and I've never understood this though, because once you start pulling, half of that just falls.
Yeah, not
a great idea. That's not a great idea. You've seen other people where nowadays, especially in the past probably 20 or 30 years, it's a whole different period of picking a card. It's not you touching a card or grabbing a card, but you're just, I'm going to go through, just think of a card they say, right? And I love that. It's the idea of pulling a thought. What if they lie though, right? What if they lie? You've had spectators do that before. They suck when they do that, right? Charlie Miller and Vernon, more of a classier way here. Spreading a deck. I like this as well. I like this for a lot of reasons, actually, because it really solidifies the idea in their head that, okay, he's not touching the cards. He's not doing anything funny, right? And I think that's really important. Oh my God, I love doing this. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. King of Diamonds. You got to go for it, is what I say. You got to go for it. That's just me, though. That's just me. So, but here's the thing. We're all different. But here's the thing. I have a new way of having you select the card. I'm going to have you select the card in a totally different way, okay? And now there's another way, right? People do this. They go, here, say stop somewhere for me. They do that, right? And then they look at the card or whatever. We're going to do something a little bit different. I want you to imagine you have a deck in your hand. You're separating those cards. So now there's face-up cards here, face-down cards over here. And for whatever reason, in your mind, you're able to just mesh those cards together. So now they're opposite of each other, right?
Yeah.
And only in your imagination would that work, because how do we prove something like that? Only if we had a physical object somewhere in the world that we can, oh, look. And your imagination is really fucking good, honestly, dude. But that is really, really, really good, bro. That's good, bro. It really is.
I love that. That's great.
That is amazing. You got every card. You got every card, bro. Dude, your imagination is awesome. So, but I'm going to have you pick a card in a very unique way. And so I'm going to turn my back. And it's funny. I had to take 19 takes when I was filming the trailer for this. I'm just going to cut out of character. When I was filming the trailer for this, I had to do 19 takes only because I wanted to show people your back can be turned, right? And I wasn't looking. And every time I did it, I grabbed the fucking face down card. It was, oh my God. It was just, I was like, I got to get it though. I got to get this shot, right? I had to get it. And so it was fun though. But here's what I want you to do. I'm going to spread them out so you can see these cards very, very nicely, very, very easily. And I want you to think of one of the cards you see face up. Or what we'll do, I don't know if you can see anything. I'll go like this, and you just say stop somewhere. We'll see if we can get a face up card or whatever you want to do.
All right.
So I'm just going to go this way. Okay.
That's cool. Stop.
Now I'm going to go right down here.
Okay.
Now, where do we have a face up card?
Underneath your forefinger, slightly to the right.
This one?
Yeah, that one's face up, I think. Yeah.
Is it this one face up?
I think so. Push it out the spread a bit, and I'll
Hold
check.
on, I gotta find it. I want to make sure you don't.
Yep, that is face up. Yeah.
Is it face up?
Yeah. I got
Do
it.
you have it?
I got it.
You remember what it was?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to put it face down.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's very fair.
Okay, I can't be any fairer.
No.
Now, what I've got to try to do is I've got to try to go in those cards, kind of how you did with your imagination. I got to do it physically, right? And I got to grab those face-up cards and turn them face down, put them back, so they're now all face down.
Yeah.
I usually can do this in about 7 seconds. So you got to time me, okay?
Okay.
Oh, but I'm not going to let you see how it's done though. Ancient Chinese secret. You know what I mean? I'm going to put the deck behind my back.
Okay.
Here we go. 7. You ready? Here we go.
1, 2.
Done.
Wow.
Done. Do you believe it?
Not a chance.
No, of course not. You know how fucking hard that would be? Are you out of your fucking mind? That would be ridiculous. Oh, but it is a magic trick, right?
Yeah.
It is a magic trick. So maybe we can do some magic. Hold on. Wouldn't it be great if there was like a windmill, a wind machine, and then like cool music behind me? Done. Done. Every single card is now face down.
Wow.
But we're still missing your card. I still don't know what your card is, so I'm going to listen to the deck. It's a weird little thing I've gotten over time. It's a black card. It's a club. Is it 2 of clubs?
Yes, it is.
Is it? That's good because that's the only card I had face up that I was able to get.
That's sick. That's great.
And here's the reset. Ready? Here's the reset.
Nice.
And it's completely reset to do it over and over and over again.
That's incredible.
This is the Gemini deck. This is the Gemini deck. So when I first brought this deck out about a month ago, I had 200 that I was making. Now that's a big one for me. I usually do 20 or 30 or maybe 50 at the time at the most. You know that.
Yeah.
But I made 200. I was just like, I was gonna sell it to a magic company. Okay, there was gonna be something going on, and I made 200, and I hand make these myself. There's no production line. I am the production line. From the packaging to everything, I do it all. And that's one of the reasons I do limited releases too. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work to do all this. And if I do 3,000 of them, oh my God, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I try to put it in the level where, you know, I only want 40 people doing this, but I made 200 of these. And I sold out, I put one trailer out. It was an 8-minute trailer. Now, let me ask you a question. How many 8-minute trailers have you seen that been used to sell out something? In this day and age where people are so, oh, it's a bird, you know, I mean, but I wanted to make sure that there was no cutting, there was no editing, because I would have got accused of it. You know, Craig, you understand. We go through this. It's hard to think about how to put a video together, man. It is, because you got to put everything in there, but then you got to keep things out. So you got to hope that you're good enough to fucking fool the camera too.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean? And that's what I try to do. So that's another thing. I don't put edited shit out. I don't. I try to, you know, I just, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird fine line that you walk when you work on those videos. It really is. You know that. You know that.
Yeah.
But I sold out within a week. And I was like, holy shit, that was insane. I didn't expect that, right? And then I said, no, I'm not going to make any more. And then the company called me again and said, hey, we still want this. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I can make more money on this and everything, but you know what I love about my stuff? They're very special to me. All of these effects are very special to me, and I want them to be special to other people. And I don't think it's special all the time if it's out there for everybody.
Yep.
The reason we get sick of certain songs is because the radio stations push them over and over again. And you're like, God, I hate this song now. When you like the song in the beginning. Yeah, it gets overplayed. And I think that the market is so saturated with that kind of stuff right now.
Yeah.
It's a shame. So that's one of the reasons I did. And so I said to myself, okay, I'm just going to put out 50 more. And I did that on Friday, and I have 23 left right now. I have 23 left.
Man.
And that's it. I'm not going to have any more. So yeah, they're handmade by me. There's more than one trick that you can do with this, by the way. It's not a cheek to cheek, but it acts like it when you need it. It's not a Svengali, but it acts like it when you need it. It's precision cut, but it's not cut like a Svengali. And there's two gimmicks and one principle being used.
It's killer. It really is.
It's fun,
actually,
right?
I don't think I've bought one of those yet. So the second I come off this call, I'm going to get one.
Well,
I've been away
you.
for a week, so I'm going to have to get one before 23 of them sell out, man. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm very proud of this. It just came to me. I was literally, I don't know where I was in my world of thinking, but I was thinking about some card trick, and I was like, yeah, but if you could combine those three gimmicks and do this one little thing, then you could have a totally different feel, and you'd be able to show the cards front and back. Because that was my goal. I want to be able to show the cards front and back. You should be able to show faces and the backs.
Yeah, exactly.
While still being a crazy gimmick deck.
Yeah.
You know? And so, yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I got 23 left of these. Then that's it. After those, they will be gone. So I only put 250 up. Yeah. I'm very happy about it. It's fun. It's a fun.
I can see why a company would want to get that. That's the sort of thing that a Murph is, a Theory 11, a Penguin, an Illusionist. They would just Vanishing Ink. They would just, I can see that.
It's fun, dude. It's fun. It's fun. And so now, wow, should I show you? Let's do this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in 2004, the maestro, the man, Dean Dill, R.I.P. First of all, I have a connection to Dean. Dean, you don't know this, nobody knows this actually, but Dean got me into the castle. He got my name in front of people in the castle back in the early 2006. And Dean, we used to have long conversations because I was a pastor at the time, right? Or I was going to be a pastor. I was a Christian, and Dean was a Christian as well. And we used to have long conversations about God and Jesus. And if I keep banging on this, like decks keep falling. Isn't it funny? I start talking about God and shit starts fucking breaking apart.
I know, man. It's spooky.
Welcome to me. Shit. So anyways, we talk about God and Jesus, and also I as I've been working on this effect and getting ready to put this out, I have felt Dean's presence. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I really have. It's been a smile on my shoulder. It's been pretty amazing. Every time I came up with something new, I felt like Dean was going, dude, that's fucking cool, man. That's a great idea. You know what I mean? And I want to show you all the stuff when we're done with the interview. I'm going to show you some really cool secret stuff. But
all right.
Dean Dale put so Dean, back on track here. Dean, he's the one who named my first DVD set, Strolling Hands.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Nobody knew it. Yeah, he's the one who recommended Strolling Hands. Yeah, and so we tile in Strolling Hands, and then he got me in the castle. And he gave me my very first quote for my very first magic product that I ever put out with any company, which was Silver Dream, the Illusionist. And he gave me my first quote ever. But we used to talk about God and religion and Jesus and magic and theater and everything. And boy, we lost his brain. Dean's brain was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
He was so kind and compassionate. He was so kind and gentle. He was amazing. He was a big burly guy, but he was so gentle.
I was a huge fan of his work. I have sitting up over there a Dean's box.
Dean's box. God, I mean, just genius, right?
Yeah, 100%.
When you figured out how that was done, when you really realized what was going on, you're like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that's what you son of a gun. He fooled me the first time I ever saw it. I had ideas, but I didn't think they were right at all.
Yeah.
And
he fooled everyone. He fooled everyone on that box. Everyone.
It was amazing. So I'm a big fan and supporter, and you know this, and a leader actually, because I put Maps together. Maps did a lot of good for fighting piracy and stuff, and fighting all the bullshit. But I was thinking about this, and I said, you know, if I do decide to put this out and together, because this is a project, what you're about to see, this is just a passion project of mine. And I want to get the Dean's estate's blessing. Right. You know what I mean? Or I'm not going to do it. I'm not, there's no fucking way I would do that. No fucking way. And so I contacted Dean's wife, Denise, and Denise, I was scared, dude. I really was. Because if she says no, she says no. Fuck. I have something so beautiful, but I can't get it to people. Right. I'm like, So she goes, absolutely. That sounds wonderful, dear. God bless you. And it's just, and I got the go ahead, and I got the rights, and I got the blessing for this from Dean's wife.
That's great.
And I sent her a picture of the teaser I showed everybody on Instagram, and she goes, "Oh, that's so beautiful." She goes, "I'm so glad you kept the colors too." And she gave me a story about how she's the one who designed Dean's shop with the red and black and white, like the 50s and type. So I stayed true to Dean's colors on this. So. And I don't take this project lightly, because Dean was a mentor of mine. He was, you know, in many ways, and just in many ways, he was a great thought buddy. You know, he was a great thought buddy, man. So it's a big buildup, I know, but I want to give Dean his due, because
rightfully deserved. Yeah,
I wouldn't have this right in front of me without him doing it in the first place. So he came out with an effect called Coin Cascade. Do you remember Coin Cascade?
I do. I don't think I got that one, but I remember it coming out.
Beautiful effect. He shows a paper cup. He puts the paper cup down. He says it's talk about Vegas and all this other stuff. And he shows 3 silver coins, and the cup is Vegas, and at the house. And he takes the coins, and they vanish one at a time. And the house always gets it, and the coins appear underneath the cup. Boom, 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 boom. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. And then at the end, there's this huge big climax. And it's a paper cup, right? Boom, 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 boom. And then it's just everything's handed out. Beautiful fucking effect, dude. Just when that big climax happens, man, holy shit, you just don't expect it. It's just one of those most beautiful things. And I didn't want to use the paper cup, right? And there's a couple reasons why. I won't go into all of them, but it limited you to the way that you handle the gimmick. So I had to redesign the entire gimmick in order to make it work the way that I saw that I think would be better. And so without further ado, I present to you a little story. You gamble?
Occasionally, yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
These 3 quarters, they look like quarters, I know. They're not quarters, though. These 3 quarters, let's imagine that they are actually chips.
Okay.
Or not chips, actually not chips. They're $300 coins, so $100 coins a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like gambling?
Yeah.
Is it fun? You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's that dopamine, isn't it? It's that feeling. Like, are you good at it?
No.
You're not good at it at all? You're not good at it at all?
No. You suck.
That was the greatest answer. I thought you were going to go, yeah, fucking, 21, he's talking about, I'm clocking decks and everything. Like, no, not at all. Nope. But you love playing it, though.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Are you addicted to it?
No.
I used to live in Vegas, right? And I saw people lose everything with gambling, everything. And people have these fallacies that they've come to believe are truths. And when they play them out, they just keep losing. Do you know, what's the term? The house
always wins.
There's a reason that fucking is a thing, right? So even if you think you're like being kind of frugal, right? And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna spend $100 tonight. That's it. The moment you walk into that casino, you've lost your money. The reason why is the house always wins. Always wins. It does. then you get a little kind of cocky. You're like, okay, I tell you what, you know what? I won't use that last 100. I'll just take another 100, just one more 100. And the moment you think that, you lose that money. Because, say it with me, the house always wins. It's very true. It's very true. If you were here, you'd have your hand up like this. So this is where I'd have them hold their hand up. Let's do this one last time, because I know what your people are thinking, and this will be on their hand right now. Okay? I know what people are thinking. Right? They've got $100 left. Now, what do you do when you do one? Let me say this. What do you do when you get $100 left? Do you leave right away?
No, you end up going all in, don't you?
Why do you do that?
Hoping to get the money back.
Because here's the problem. You think, okay, I've already lost 200. Why not lose another 100?
Yeah.
And so the problem is, as we've said it before, say it with me,
the house always wins.
Damn house. So you think, okay, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'm not going to do 100 at a time. I'm going to take $200. I'm going to put it in. Again, you'd be here right now. You'd hold this. I'm going to put it in. And I'm going to keep $100 for myself. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. House always wins. Every time. You know what? I'm going to do it again. I'll do another 200. I'll keep 100 for myself. I'm going to keep 100 for myself. For myself. It doesn't matter. Say it with me.
The house always wins.
The house always wins. The motherfucking house always wins. Now, then something happens in your mind and you think to yourself, well, how about I do this? What if I get a little greedy and I take the $300 and I place it inside? The maximum bet is 300. You pull the thing. You got your money back at least. You got even, right?
Yeah.
You do it again. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. And then you're waiting for that one moment, that one bask in the sun where you pull that lever and you can get that jackpot. You can get the gold. You can get the money. You can get every single thing out. And you've won. You have won, sir, an amazing amount of money. You've gotten past the odds, the entire odds of losing at this point. Now, they have a very interesting saying, by the way, in Vegas. They say there's only one way to not lose. Do you know how that is?
How?
There's only one way to not lose. Don't play. But if you do play and you do win this much money, just get the fuck out.
That is just an amazing routine.
Thank you very much.
That is just really great.
Thank you very much.
Like really great. That finale is going to kill people. It reminds me of that John Carney.
Yeah. They're all based on Dr. Sawa's. Carney had that thread that he wrapped around that whole stack of points, right? It's all based on Dean's original effect is based on Dr. Sawa's effect.
But practical, because the problem with every other version of that I've seen is you got to carry around a wine glass, you got a classic palm, you got a classic palm like 400 coins or something. It's like
you're not classic palming anything. The gimmick is completely camouflaged, and for the first time, it wasn't camouflaged when Dean put it out. I don't think he saw that yet. I just don't think he saw that there could be that thing. And then I looked at it and I was like, well, I could camouflage this perfectly, and then here's what I love this ending look.
Yeah.
I love it looks how many coins are in there. When I show you how I came up with this idea, dude, because they're not just stuck together and lodged. There's a reason that they look this way. When I show you when we're done with the interview, you're going to fucking go, what the fuck?
You know what? I could see somebody entering a magic competition with that and win.
Sure. I totally agree with you.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that would win a magic competition.
It's you know, when you do your own shows and parlors and parlor shows or close-up shows, it's a closer. It's a closer. You don't open with this. This is a closer. And the reason it's a closer, you're all done. Look, it's perfect. You say the line and you leave. You walk off. You have everything inside here now.
Yeah.
Reset's 10 hours. Good. The reset is 10 hours.
Knowing
But
you,
that's not bad.
yeah.
That's not bad.
Knowing you, it's going to be super practical, and the reset ain't going to be too bad at all.
Dude, the reset's probably, I think it's I timed it to like less than a minute.
Which for a routine like that is absolutely more than acceptable. That's great.
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's the sort of thing. Wow.
Thanks, man.
It's I mean, is that available now?
No, not yet. I'm getting all. I just ordered all the cardboard cylinders, so it's going to come in a cylinder package. You know, like the Anvardi dice.
Yes. Like
that kind of package, right? Nice. And you get 23 silver dollars. You get the camouflage gimmick. You get the cup. You get the 5 dice with it as well, because there's another trick based on that. But the ending is the coins, even with the dice, and it has a lot to do with craps and the money at the end. So you get 2 routines with it. You get that routine, and then you get the dice routine. And then the gimmick holds up to 23 coins, silver dollars. And I was holding the gimmick many times during the routine.
I didn't see them.
I was holding 23 coins in my hand. You didn't see it, right?
No, didn't see a damn thing.
Yes, I'm so happy. This is the first time I've ever shown, dude. This is the first time I've ever shown anybody this.
It's killer. It's out. I want it. I want it now. I want it.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. So I don't know. I bought enough for 50 units. So I think I'm going to do 50 of these, maybe, or I might just do until the first run sold out, and then maybe open it up. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with this one yet. I don't know what I want to do with this one yet. And that's the other thing. It's weird for me because this is why I love owning my own company, doing my own thing, because I get to set the whole kind of the boundaries of what I get to do. Right. So if I don't want to sell 100 of those, I'm not going to sell 100 of those. I can cut it off at 20. I can cut it off at 50, and nobody can say anything against me because that's my idea. I want to do that.
And that's what I love about your material, man. It's exclusive. Yeah. You know, people can't get it. You know, if you don't act quickly. And this isn't me doing a sales pitch for your stuff. It's for fact. If you don't act quickly on the stuff that comes out by JM, you ain't gonna get it. It's as simple as that.
Thanks, man.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
Now,
hey, let me ask you a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go on.
Let me ask you a question. Do you you ever seen the trick Quantum? No, I'm just
I've heard of it. It's a bag of shit.
No, right. Here's Luke Dancy's version of Quantum. It's just a particle. Excuse me. So I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
I wasn't confident in my own my pre-setup. I'm kidding. I'm not a pre-setup, obviously playing cards. So when I was a kid, I couldn't afford when we were young, I was younger. I couldn't afford playing cards. I couldn't afford a lot of the stuff that most kids can do now. I didn't grow up completely poor, but it was a struggle in many different ways. And what I did more than anything is I used my imagination for a lot of stuff, just for a ton of things. And one of the things, when I didn't have a deck of cards, I would remember the deck of cards. I'd see the image of every card, and then I had these flashcards. These I guess you call them blank cards now, but for me they were flashcards, because I would look at. I thought I had a coin in my sleeve. How funny is that? That's my spectator powder. Yep. Excuse me, my $50 fell out of my sleeve.
If anybody could potentially have a $50 up the sleeve, it's you, man.
Exactly, right? Yeah. That'd be a good trick, actually. That's funny. And so I would imagine the deck that I'd had before, and when those got, dog-eared, as they do, I would grab these flashcards and I immediately just start putting a card like the Queen of Diamonds. I'd make that the Queen of Diamonds or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something that I would do to keep my brain sharp and understanding that this deck of cards consists of these images, right? And so it was the same thing with the backs. I mean, it was a red deck or a blue deck, doesn't really matter. because I would do the exact same thing. We're going to try something here. I created a trick when I was younger based on this principle. I didn't have any cards, so we're going to have to make up a card, I guess. Excuse me. So Craig, let's do this. And if you feel like if I'm forcing you a card in any way, excuse me, if you feel like I'm forcing you a card in any way, just say equivocate and we'll get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Okay. It sounds good, man. I trust you.
Good. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to think of a color, red or black, and whichever one you choose. I know it sounds equivocate-ish, doesn't it? It's funny. Whichever one you choose, that's the one that you're going to actually pick from. So really think about this.
I got it.
Okay.
Red.
Red, perfect. So it's hearts and diamonds.
Yeah.
Pick one, we'll use it.
Hearts.
Hearts, okay. Is there a reason you picked hearts?
No?
Just for the fuck of it?
Yeah.
Now there's 13 cards. There's 13 cards in every suit.
Yeah.
Ace through king. You got all the way to hearts.
Yeah.
That's you. That's you. You get to pick a card from the hearts.
Okay.
Whichever card you pick, we're going to use.
Two of hearts.
Why?
I
Yay!
don't know. I like the two of hearts.
What is there a reason?
No, not really.
It just the two of hearts feels right.
It just feels right. Yeah.
I understand completely. What I didn't tell you, and I should have told you this, is one of those cards is different.
Really?
Not those. No, not those. That'd be crazy. What? Well, yeah, they're all different. They're all the same. That's still different. That's a meta joke, probably at best. But in my back pocket over here, not the wrong pocket, in my back pocket over here, I've got an envelope. And I call it my lucky card. Personally, you might call it something different. You actually might call it a miracle.
Man, that's good. That's good.
Thanks, man. So this is my version of a variation of Dean Dill's Blizzard, using a card and envelope idea. So no cards are ever seen throughout the entire trick until the one that is the most important, the last one.
That's really clever. There's no, I mean, the thing is, it's your version of Dean Dill's Blizzard, but methodology from a method
with no deck switch. Yeah,
I was about to say there's no deck switch there.
No, no deck switch whatsoever. Mm-mm. And they can name any card they want to.
Yeah, that's strong.
It's fun. And then here's the reset. Ready? Here's the reset. And you're completely reset. And the envelope's a real simple 2 seconds right there.
Can I ask you a question? Because I know how I would perform that. And I want to know if I can do what I would do is I would bring out the blank deck and I would take a blank card out, show it on both sides, put it in an envelope and put it in my back pocket.
Right.
I'd say, let's remove a card from that deck. We'll get back to that later on. Go through everything that you went through. And then when I go back to the envelope, it's the cards now printed. Would that be possible with that, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
so you literally could say that. Well, here's what you could do, and it's funny you said that because it's going to be on the download. So it's funny you mentioned it. So there's another one where there's a couple different ones. So let's say we're in this position, and instead of revealing the card immediately, you say, I have, believe it or not, boom, thing comes to the back, right? The whole fucking thing, boom, boom. Which side is it? Hold on. There we go. Comes out, no, this pocket. Believe it or not, what was the card? So say Queen of Hearts, right? This is
Queen of Hearts, yeah.
Queen of Hearts, ladies and gentlemen. Queen of Hearts. Well, and then I go, well, you have to use your imagination, like I did when I was a kid. I mean, I know it doesn't look like the Queen of Hearts, but maybe if we use our imagination, we might actually see the Queen of Hearts.
It's beautiful.
So there's that. And then the other way is taking it out like this, or like you said, right? So you take it out, you show it back and back. So it's blank on both sides. You take it, you put it inside, you turn that over, you do the whole fucking whatever, boom. And then when you come over here, boom, it's now printed.
That's really good, man.
So you don't even have to go to the pocket. You literally just take it here, put it in, drop it off there, go back to here, and then boom, there's that moment.
That's great.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
That's beautiful.
I'm very proud of it. It's called Deep Freeze. It's called Deep Freeze because it's a combination of ideas, of at least plot-wise, of Paul Harris' Deep Astonishment series, and then not Deep 3 exactly, but there's a lot of Deep 3-ish as far as what I wanted to have happen.
Yeah. I can see.
But then Dean Dill's Blizzard. So Deep Freeze. That's why I put those two together.
And let me guess, you're gonna have 15 of them, and that's it, and then you're never gonna produce it again.
40 of them. I'm only have 40.
And when is this coming out?
Next month, I think. I'm waiting for all the props to get in so I can make all the decks. And this is a handmade deck as well. And they can name any card they want to. Now you do have 26 envelopes and no, just
it's very.
You have 26 envelopes and you have 26 double face cards.
People are gonna believe that shit if you say that.
I know. No, I promise you, it's literally this deck and this. That's it. Nothing else.
Genuinely, man. Genuinely, those three tricks that you've just shown me there are three of the best things that I've ever seen.
Oh man, thank you so much.
Like that's super commercial, super commercial.
Yeah,
that's great.
Thanks, man. I'm very proud of it. And then this is the last thing. This is I'll be coming out with this. I'm in contact with an incredible woodworker. We're gonna be making wood Aikido boxes, and I got a killer routines with it. One of the things, another part of the gimmick is gonna be this will be a solid box. So just like when it's a Aikido brass box, right? Wow. The solid boxes. So this will be solid. There'll be another one that looks the same as this one, but it actually is a container, so you'll be able to open it up and then dump things out. So you'll be able to do the box stuff, leave it with this. It looks like a solid box. You've been doing all the coin stuff, and then you can open it up and other coins will come out or whatever you want to come out of it. So everything's not what it seems it looks like. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a bit like that Shego Tiagi solid cup type thing where, you know, you're doing a chop cup and then the cup's solid and then you open it up and it's inside. That's great.
Yeah. So we're, you know, that, and I think that's going to be springtime because he's not doing any lathe things right now. So it's cold in his garage, he says. But this is the routine that I'm going to be, that will be with this effect, with this prop. So this is interesting, Craig. Do you know what those are?
Coins, by the looks of it.
Those are coins, sir. They're Chinese coins. They're very special.
Beautiful.
Coins. Yeah, they're very rare. They're not like normal magic Chinese coins. They're just something I found on Etsy, and I got them for myself, for me. Plus, I like the aesthetic feel of everything. You know what I mean? I think that's really fun. We have a box here too, as well. Little box. It's empty right now, and we're gonna try something here. I'm going to try to get these coins to go through this box in kind of a really interesting way. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to use magic. I'm going to use magic, basically. I'm going to use magic. So here, there we go. You'll see the first one go through. Yeah. Perfect. That's the first one. We'll do it again. No. Sorry about that. There we go. Now don't watch this coin, watch this coin. Actually, you should have watched both of them. Probably that one too. Yeah. That's two. That's one. That's two. The last one. Oh. The last one's my favorite coin. Check it out. Watch. There's no way. I don't even believe it myself. Oh, you're kidding me. Get away. Get up. Look at that. There's what? Jumping out and stuff. All 3 coins. Look at that. Thank you, sir. No, that's the I would say that's the hardest way to do it, right?
Yeah.
But I found if you take the coins and put them inside the box first, and you grab them through like this. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. You can actually cause it to become real. Leaving 2 coins in the box. That's 1. That's 2. This is my favorite one. You're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one because this one, you'll see it come through the box. Leaving just 1 coin.
What?
So that's the box, that's the coin. These get placed down. These are 2 here. Actually, you know what? Let's do this one more time for the last one right here. This is the 3rd one. So that's 3 coins in a box. Crazy stuff.
That's incredible.
Thanks, man.
You just fooled the shit out of me about 5 different times in that routine.
Like, I know there's a lot of I put a lot of different little things in there.
I know coins, right? I'm a coin guy, and I just feel like a layman right now. That was fucking incredible.
Aw, thanks, man. It's funny because I put them in there for obviously that reason, not just for you, but for magicians and for laymen. There's little bombs that I put in at different levels. When you think you might know, and then something happens.
Yeah. Occasionally I was like catching up, and I'm like, nope, that's fuck that one. And then I was back on track, and I'm like, no, now I've fucked up again. Like I just every time I thought I knew what was going on, you killed me. That was amazing.
Great. That's great. I want to share this little move because it's the 2nd coin that comes through for the 2nd phase. And I came up with this. I literally was working. Look at one of these. I was working on. I've always loved the pen. One second. Oh, there we go. I've always been a fan. Always been a fan of this routine, of the whole idea. Putting the coin in here, waving like this, right? Coming over like this, showing, boom. Always love that stuff.
Yeah.
Love that stuff. Beautiful. But you're limited, right? You are limited. You're limited here. You're very limited. And you have to force to get to that point, right? I'm like, what if you could just see the coin come out of the pen? Like it just flies out of nowhere.
That
They're
would
not
be
even
right.
expecting it, right? And so this is what I came up with. So you have you take it here and you go like this. It's nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden it just flies. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yep. Going on?
That's exactly the response I was hoping for. Yay! Yay! I feel so good right now. So I was like, okay, but now let's see when we put that into an Aikido box routine. And so what we're doing here is we're muscle passing, right? So we're muscle passing, but you're not coming over here and then trying to lodge it or anything. You actually are pausing as if you don't know what's going on. And as you just pause, your hand's naturally in this position, so it's naturally there to catch it. So I put the pen down. I go, I don't know what's happening. And as I say that, I'm going to muscle pass it over.
That looks so good.
Doesn't it look like trick photography, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
So now think about it with the box, right? So now I can come up and I can turn and it looks like it comes.
Shit! Fuck! Fuck! Do that again. Do it again. No, shut up. Do it again. 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 Do that move.
This is the convention moment, right? This is the convention moment where you now go tell everybody, dude, fucking Justin Miller. See it? Look, ask him to do the fucking thing with the pen or the box. Tell him to do the fucking box thing.
Oh, that is so good.
Thanks,
so
man.
Good.
And by that time, they think there's 2 coins in the box, right? So they hear 2 coins, right? So now you can place that down, come over. I've got the coin classic palm. You pick up, you're gonna use your forefinger to cover, because if I come this way, you're gonna see that coin, right? You see that coin?
Mm.
But if I come this way, you're not gonna see the coin.
You don't see anything, yeah.
You don't see anything. And then from here, again, I'm muscle passing. And yes, I can do this for some reason. I don't know why.
That looks
It looks
so
better.
good.
It looks better with this coin. It looks better with this coin, and it's better. This is a smaller coin, but I wanted to try the routine anyways.
It looks so good, right? It
Thanks.
looks so good.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And then yeah, so I wanted to show you guys that. That's I've never published that before. I'm starting now to show people. So.
I've never seen, right, first of all, the routine fooled the shit out of me, but I've also never seen a wooden Akito box before. That's really smart.
I haven't either. Not one that I would use.
Nope. That's a really
and with
good
this
idea.
with this box, you can do. Listen, I'll talk about this actually. I'm a huge. Akito's in my blood. Okay, as a coin worker, in my blood. It is the cups and balls for the all magicians thing. Like anybody worth their grain of salt that's in magic should have a good cups and balls. Well, anybody who fucking is in coin magic should have a fucking amazing Akito box game.
Yeah.
Right. Straight up. It's like that equivalent. So I every single time, this is one of my biggest pet peeves, and I just solve problems. That's what I do. That's what I do for a living. I solve problems. I look at things and I go, I think they can be better here, and I solve a problem. That's what I do in magic. That's we're like us creators are engineers, right? We're reverse engineers, right? Yeah. So here's what I've always hated. I've always hated it. Either you have to come here and do this. You see shit like that. You see the table one, which is fine. You see the table one where you're now turning everything and putting everything on top, right? Mm-hmm. It always looks bad. I don't care how good you do it. It doesn't look like it's supposed to look. It just doesn't.
Nope.
Because people are trying to mask it. So I say, fuck masking it. Just show it what you're doing, and you can get away with more stuff. So now, instead of hiding everything, I'm literally coming over and then just putting it down. Why hide it? You're not hiding it. Why hide it? So now, as I come over to put this together, I just turn. So you're literally just turning and putting it down. You're holding your thumb against the coins. You can drop that there.
That's completely different way of thinking about turnover moves in the Akito box.
Isn't
like
it?
that without, pardon the pun, but that turns everything on its head. Like seriously.
It does turn everything on its head. Yeah, and it's all done in two motions. It's here, pick up, and here. And you're done. They hear the click. They're satisfied. There's no reason to do this. Stop. I cannot stand when I see people do that. First of all, you ruin the aesthetic feel of the Akito box routine when you put your thumb on top. The moment you put your thumb on top, it looks weird. It doesn't look right. Because if you were really doing an Akito thing, you wouldn't have to do that. You'd shake it back and forth to hear those coins. You wouldn't go like this.
No.
So it doesn't make any sense, right? And it just doesn't feel right. It needs to look a certain way for it to be magical. A lot of people don't talk about this because I don't think a lot of people know. But if you want something to look very magical, you have to understand how it feels to people. And what is that feeling going to elicit from them? And that's why, for whatever reason, I'm very thankful. And I humbly say this, but my magic gets reactions like crazy. Because I'm giving them a feeling. I know what I know what I want that feeling to look like. And so then I use those emotional guidelines, if you will, and I then infuse it into the physical construct of the structure of the trick and how the coin box should be here at this time, or this should be placed here. And I'm thinking about all this in my head. So it's like a play in a theater. And that's how you elicit those strong emotions from people. Is if you can figure out what those feelings are before they feel them, and you can generate that through physical motion and action and through props. Holy shit, dude, you're ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game.
Yeah. So
I never heard anybody talk about that before.
Man, this is like really important stuff. So is this going to be like a project on the Akito box with your work on it and your thoughts on it, as well as the Akito box and the solid box and all of the other stuff that you talked about?
Yes, it's going to be one single set. So it's basically, this is going to be my coin set, like David Roth had his coin set.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I can say is Copeland coins are fucked, man.
I
love those guys. I'm just joking, but I mean that is wow. I mean, seriously, like, when's that coming out?
I don't, springtime probably, but I mean, like I said, the guy who's going to be doing these for me. It's in his garage, and it's very cold out right now, right? So so I guess springtime is when it's going to heat up, and he'll be able to go back out in this garage and make the boxes and stuff. So
Wow.
and then once I get all the specifications to him what the boxes need to look like, and I love this design. I just want a real simple, nice little thing here. Very simple, very simple. And I love that there's one ring here and one ring around here. That's all.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's
Nothing
beautiful.
at all. Let me ask you a question. Did I fool you? How many times did I fool you when you thought it was under here and I went to go put it on top?
A ton, an absolute ton.
Do you like my little fuck you moment where I go,
yes. Honestly,
Well,
when they watch this footage
it's
back,
my
I'm just going to
ode
be
to
here
this,
like
right?
this, like, what?
It's my ode to this thing. It's the card thing, right? It's this. It's here. All right, we're gonna take these 4 aces. Let me get that dust off for a second. Why load 17 cards? Right? It's that little right.
Yeah.
There we go. It's the justification. It's the it's funny. I used to talk about this. I'm like, God, it's really amazing. If I really wanted to do make a lot of money, I would just sell mini vacuum cleaners to magicians, because their close-up pads and wherever they work is always dusty.
Yeah, you're right.
It seems to be that way. Let me get this out of the way. So I wanted to kind of I wanted to put that into a coin effect. And how do you take a card idea, right, and put it into a coin effect? That was another thing I thought of. So I put that little moment in for that reason. So when I go here and I do the same thing, I grab here. So you think there's a coin under there, right? I pause and I go, oh man, I'm still holding this. So you're thinking, okay, he's really good at holding coins back, right? And then I go like this. I go, a little dusty. All right. All that is this. All the people think they know. Woo, what's up, motherfucker?
That's amazing.
I say that with the door, he doesn't, but it's just fun to know. I like thinking that way. I like creating these little scenarios, and like when I was doing it for you, in my head, I was wondering if you were getting fooled on the ones that I wanted you to.
Man, I was getting fooled by everything.
What's that?
I was getting fooled by everything.
Oh, thanks, man.
Everything. It's just brilliant. I genuinely thought halfway through that you had like some new special gimmick that were holding some sort of slot box, but also in the lid that was holding coins back. And
that's awesome.
I was like, what the fuck has he got here? This is incredible. Yeah.
So you got fooled with 3 coins in a regular box. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome, man. That's
awesome. Without being funny, man, I expect to be fooled when I watch you do your thing.
Thank you. That's a high thing to live up to, but I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's true.
It's
true. Now, I got to ask you another question. You said that's it, and that's cool. But I want to ask you another question. You obviously won the Magic TV Lecture of the Year, and
I did. Thank you for that. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Yeah. Are you planning on doing another online lecture at some point? I know that you got fucked over on that very shortly after that came out.
Oh yeah, China fucking grabbed that quickly, didn't they? My God, that was crazy. And by the way, everybody I want to make this public announcement real quick. I never have said this out loud. I adore all of you, and I wouldn't be where I am without any of your support. I totally understand that. But please stop fucking sending me messages that go, hey, 17 people stole your shit. Here's the links. I don't care anymore. I don't want it anymore. I don't want it in my life anymore. It's going to happen. I already realize it's going to happen. I can't fight it. There's douchebags out in the world, and they're going to steal shit, okay? Let it alone. Let them have their karma, whatever people believe in. Let them live their lives. I'll live my life. I know I'm making more shit than they'll ever be able to fucking do. So I'm not worried about that. So just please stop. I know you guys are being kind about it, and I know that's where it's coming from. Just please hear me on that. I really do. But I get bombarded with it so many times, and it's just I don't want that shit in front of me.
Yeah,
it fucks with your head. It's like Googling yourself. Don't ever do that. That's a horrible idea.
As a creator, when you see your stuff being ripped off, it hurts like fuck, especially when you can't do anything about it. Especially when you just know that all you're going to do is put your time and effort into fighting it, and you just basically may as well ram your head against a brick wall over and over again. So I had
a great idea with maps, and it was a beautiful idea, and we did a lot of damage. We did a lot of damage. We got a lot of big companies that were tough companies to look our way and go, oh fuck, they're taking this serious now. And I have some amazing clients: Richard Sanders, Martin Lewis, Jeff McBride. I mean, tons of people. Patrick Cohn, tons of people. Even Rick Lax made a video for the whole thing, if you remember, before me and Rick fell out, whatever. So I had a huge support from magicians in the world and content creators. And but it's like you said, I wasn't creating while I was working on doing that stuff. I really was just going around trying to get all this shit down. And every time I take one down, 10 more would pop up. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Now I did it for a whole year. And do I feel like we made a dent at the time? Yeah, but now do I? Fuck no. In the bigger picture, I wasted a year of my life on that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I get it. You guys are just as upset. Well, you're not as upset as I am, but you feel the pain. I understand, and you guys want to help, and I really appreciate that. I'd rather see a puppy, an image of a puppy or something. I don't know. Just a puppy with a balloon. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it fucks with you, because you're trying to put it away from your mind and your business and what you're trying to accomplish here. As you can see, I'm trying to accomplish things more. It fucks with your head, and you get upset again. You ever done that before? Like you put something aside and you know it's aside, but then something happens and you'll see something, you'll hear something, you're like, mother, that's right, that did happen. And you don't want to be there. That's a horrible place to be.
Yeah, it is. Like I had
PSA announcement. I appreciate it, but please stop sending me that stuff. Puppies and balloons and rainbows. Let's rock and roll. Come on.
Yeah, unicorns as well. They're good.
Unicorns, absolutely. Puppies on unicorns over the rainbows. Boom. That's what I want. NFT it. Let's go. Make millions.
You're right, man. You're absolutely 100% right. I had a good friend of mine turn around to me a little while ago, and he said, don't let anything like this get to you. Mm-hmm. You know, the best way to deal with it is just by being better. You know, the best way to deal with it is
just by creating more, because you and I know they don't have half the fucking brain power you do to be able to create and do these things. That's why they do what they do. They steal other people's shit.
Yeah.
So, and the fact that you can do these things, that's the way I look at it too. I say, you know what? You can do these things, apparently. Yeah. I always say apparently every day, by the way. I'm like, apparently, or for now, before Alzheimer's kicks in or some horrible things that happen. So, and you can do it in spades. You know what I mean? Apparently. So fuck it. Who gives a shit? Yeah, they stole it. It's done. You got to look. You have to learn in this life. You got to take losses, man. You have to take losses. Yep. And whether it's a business loss, a financial loss, or whatever, it's going to happen. And it's how you handle that loss, and it's how you handle that financial stream, that financial comeuppance, or whatever might happen, that shows your true character in life. And I and you and I both have done this. We have had to work more than most people to get our name back to a good image. Yep. To where, do you know what I'm saying? And it's not even because we did anything wrong. It's just because a lot of people hated us, and there was a campaign to hate us for many years. and lies and rumors were spread about us separately, but you know what I mean? We both have been through the fucking ringer. And you and I have busted our fucking asses to get where we are right now, to have the magic community go, you know what? Fuck all that shit. These guys are fucking amazing, or we love their creations, whatever it is. So I thank you all for the support. It's been amazing. And I know how hard I've had to work to get your trust and get those things back in my life. And that's something that I don't take lightly, and I don't not think about ever, really. I think about it all the time.
And you know what? I want everybody who's watched this video to get on the mailing list. They can do that by going. It's the website is Online Visions, right? No, it's not.
No, mentalsites.com.
Mentalsites.com. That's right. So you go to mentalsites.
You'll put a link or something, right?
I'm going to put a link at the bottom. I'm also going to put a graphic at the bottom of the screen as well throughout the video. So mentalsites.com. That is where you can get onto JM's email.
And I just revamped the site. I totally revamped the site. It's a whole different site. I'm really proud of it. It looks really good. It functions very, very well. And there's the Gemini decks available right now. Like I said, I have 23 left. And then the other stuff will be there. And then all you have to do is just go to the site. You'll see a pop-up. It'll say subscribe. And then on that pop-up, just put in your email address, and then you'll get all the sales and announcements, and when I put some things out and all that good stuff.
And little birdie.
And IG too. Instagram. I'm and Facebook. Facebook and IG. I'm very, very active on that with all this stuff.
Little birdie says that at some point in the not too distant future, you might be bringing out another Paul Harris project.
Well, it's not. It's Paul Harris related. It's Paul Harris related for sure,
Yeah.
and it's very sexy. It's a I can't say anything about it, but it's in production right now. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's some fun stuff happening.
And you know what? Outside of that, obviously, I'm launching the Netrix in a few weeks' time, and a couple of weeks' time, actually. You're a big part of that. I was showing.
I got the email for that, by the way. I got the email.
Oh, good. We're going to be sending you a login tomorrow, so you'll get the full login, and then you're going to get all the links and everything that you need. So you're going to get all of that. The emails that were going out tonight, we're just testing it, but I showed Lloyd the actual thing. He was the first person to see it, and I showed Lloyd yesterday the whole infrastructure, and he said this is the most. He couldn't believe the scale of the whole thing, and he started looking around it, and he watched WH Transpo, which we're launching with that. So that's one of the things that we're launching with, and he was like, this is the most amazing fucking trick ever. He's like, he was there, and he's just like, right, no, don't show me anything else. I need to learn this fucking trick. So it's just like, yeah.
I came up with that in a Waffle House in America. Do you know about Waffle Houses?
Oh yeah.
You guys have Waffle Houses? Okay, yeah. Why not? Everybody, there's a Waffle House. Denny's and Waffle House. It's in every fucking country, right? So yeah, I came up with that. I literally was a 3 a.m. in the morning type of thing, years and years, probably 14, 15 years ago. It was when me and B. Smith had that company together, WTF No Limits. Remember that?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
You remember our little beef? Yeah, WTF.
Yeah. I remember that.
Where we're all, me and B are on a lecture tour. We're in Tennessee at that time, and we're snowed in. Believe it or not, it actually snowed in Tennessee. It was the first time in many years. And we were going back and forth making videos, battling you guys, remember?
They were so fun.
Those are great, man. I don't know. I'd love to find those again. I think I have them in my collection somewhere, but yeah. Then somebody edited them, right? And we were just like saying how good you and Dave were. We're like, we love you guys, and you're the best.
Which was hilarious. Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know who edited it. It's really funny. But yeah, it was during that time. It was during that time when I came up with it, and I was like, it was a jazz moment. It was a jazz trick. I was challenged to go up to a random table and to do a card trick with a random, just with an impromptu type of thing. No gimmicks, no nothing. And my brain just created this whole process. And after I was done, you know how like you present something for the first time in a jazz moment, and then you come out of like this coma, like this zone. You're like, what just happened? Mm-hmm. And people are losing their minds, and you're like, I have something very special here. Oh my God. And I was like, what should I call it? And I'm like, WH Transpo, Waffle House Transpo.
It was killer. It's killer.
You get a levitation. You get a midair levitation with a change.
Yeah. The whole thing is killer. It's so commercial. It really is. Yeah. So yeah. But I put that out with I finally put that out with Murphy's. And then so I have that download still. Yeah, well, it's absolutely killer. It really is. But
it's a fun little thing. You got a lot of stuff from me.
I know. Well, we've only put a small percentage of it out on launch. Yeah, of yours. Like we're dripping it out over time. I mean, I think we're launching with like 7 of your routines. 100. It's launching with 100, but 7 of your things.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
And about 5 of Adam Wilber's, 5 or 6 of Adam Wilber's.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with the worker, baby. He's a beast.
You know it.
He's a beast.
He's amazing. He's amazing. But man, you have so much stuff coming out this year. It's amazing to see just everything that you're doing. I can tell you're in a good place, right?
I really am. It's crazy, man. I've been the best place I've ever been in my entire life. Seriously. Wow.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. It's just I don't know what happened, but things just are falling into place in really beautiful ways.
That's good.
Life is shit wall to wall, but it's fun.
Hey, before I go, what's happened to B. Smith? I haven't seen him in years or heard from him.
I have no idea. I have no clue.
He just dropped off the whole magic.
He was with Copperfield for a while, and then there was that whole lawsuit. And I don't know what happened after that. I don't know.
I feel like trying to find him and apologizing for telling people that his trick will give people cancer.
Oh, I remember that. Holy shit. The fucking cipher, or no, the Paul Harris thing.
I have no fucking clue what I was talking about.
What's it called?
Oh, I can't remember. The rising card on the skin.
Moving? No, the rise. Is it rising? What's it called though? Riser.
That's the one. Yeah.
Riser, right? Him and Eric Ross. Riser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching the video, and we looked at each other like, did he just? We probably said, did that fat fuck just say? We probably said that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I imagine you would.
Did he just say that? And here's what I loved about that video, because I remember you did it like this. It was really kind of brilliant. You go, I'm not a medical guy, and I can't tell you, but I would imagine that putting ink on your skin that many times would not be good for you. It could probably give you cancer or something like that. You said it that way. And I'm like, that was kind of brilliant the way you said it, because you didn't, you know what I mean? You didn't stand on that hill. You were the soldier, like, by the hill. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh man!
You weren't holding the flag, baby. You weren't holding the flag.
No.
That was funny, dude.
Yeah.
I think that night when we saw the video when it first came out, I think we both we did like 10 videos a piece, just fucking destroying each other.
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
I think B. Smith took actual time to do this, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I remember something like this. He went on Wikipedia and he looked up, and he was going to fight. He was going to use factual medical evidence to go against you. And I remember looking at him one time, like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? You're on the Wikipedia MD things now. That's not true. Stop. What is happening? It's not true.
Yeah, I have no idea what I was fucking thinking when I said that.
Of course, we were little. We got each other. We got each other's skin a little bit.
Yeah.
First of all, fuckface, you're the one who started it. You started the whole fucking thing.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I did.
No,
yeah.
That was way before that.
Was it?
Wasn't it? Wait,
I think I started it with the awesome.
Was Autograph the first thing?
Autograph was the first thing, and I came out and said awesome. I ripped into it, and the next week I put a T-shirt on saying awesome, just to piss you off. But the thing that really escalated it was when I demmed the.
Yeah, you did the Dan Harlan thing.
The Minotaur.
From the Minotaur, DVD. Right? From the Minotaur. Yeah. And you're like, and
I had these fucking business cards, and it went out. It felt Justin Miller performs crap magic. I was like, and I think I said something like, "That's the universe talking, Justin."
And you were very angry about it too. You're like, Justin Miller does crap magic, and you were fucking yelling it, dude. It was. I'm like, God damn, the gloves are off, son. Let's go. And then I was brilliant. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to fight you this way anymore. Magic off. That's how we're fucking doing it. And it should have happened.
I'm telling you right now, I'm fucking glad it never happened, because I would have been fucking destroyed.
I would just come up and done sponge balls or something.
Well, I had a plan. Just to take the piss. Me and Dave Penn, because we were talking about doing it in Vegas. The plan was.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The plan was for me to do ball in vase. And just have.
This is the one where you're gonna. There's somebody up on the roof.
Yeah, and then I point to the roof of the Bellagio or whatever, and Dave Penn's up there holding the ball. Yeah. From the ball in vase. That was the plan.
Everybody has to have binoculars to see the moment.
Yeah, because I just know there was no way that I could go one-on-one with you and stand any fucking chance. So I was like, this is the only way that I'm going to even come close.
I was so excited about it, and then apparently a kid came in and said things.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. My memory's bad. I'm like 45 now.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to remember that either. A lot of people don't know this, but what we're talking about right now is literally things we've talked about outside of these interviews, like just private times. And we gave you a little hint of what happened that time. We literally came off like we were really pissed off at each other, no question. But we got to a point. You and I got to a point where we even text each other something on message like, hey, this is kind of fun, right? This is kind of interesting, right? And yeah, this is pretty cool. It helped our brand too. Like we just,
Oh, it really
people
did.
started taking sides and stuff. It was great.
And you don't see that sort of shit anymore. You know, you don't see that.
It was fun because it was like the East Coast, West Coast rap type stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. But it was a magic-y kind of nerdy fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I appreciate we both saw that at one point. We were like, you know what, this is kind of fucking cool. Let's keep this up a little bit.
Yeah. I was concerned at one point a couple of weeks ago that it was going to blow up all again with me and Luke Dancy, to be perfectly honest. I was like,
oh,
this feels familiar.
This feels familiar. Doesn't it?
Yeah, this deja vu.
You're gonna see your interview the next time. There's not gonna be anybody on the chair. It's gonna be you on the microphone.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, by the way, that was a classic thing to do. The way you did that with the whole when the Jeff McBride thing went down with the Wayne Dobson, which made you guys change hardcore the whole everything, and no question. But it was really classy when it the camera showed on. There was nobody there. That was interesting. I really dug that. Whose idea was that? Was that yours or his, or was it?
I don't remember. I think it was both of us at the same time. We were like,
it's really brilliant idea. Because what can you say? What could you do? Anything you say at that point is going to go against you.
Yeah.
So you're just like, fuck it, we're not going to show up. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You force people to accept what your apology was.
Yeah. Your
apology was gone. We fucked up, and we're not even going to say a word.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I remember watching. I remember clapping. I clap. I'm weird, dude. I clap at things when I see them on TV or things that are really cool and things I like. I just show expression where we're at. Doesn't matter.
I know you do. I've seen you do it. Yeah, I've seen you do it. Like, just for people that didn't, just before the interview started, I played Justin Ryland's performance at Blackpool. And I saw you when you were watching. You were like there clapping all the way through. So I've seen you do it. I know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing I do. I don't know why, but yeah, I remember clapping at the show.
The thing is, people need to know that above and beyond everything else, you love good magic. You love magic. Yeah, you love magic. You love this industry and everything that you've ever done with MAP and all of that stuff. It's come from a place where you want to see magic get better, and a lot of the time, people look at you as, I don't know, like outspoken, but it's not that. It's like the same thing with me. You just have certain opinions on how magic can be better, and you want people to understand that. You want magic to be in a better place, and you have thoughts as to how that should happen, and you want to.
The greatest thing a leader can do, of any leader whatsoever, doesn't matter what the subject is or what the situation is when he can explain a vision of his or hers and get everybody to come on board with it.
Yeah.
And that's a true sign of a leader. And that's my goal. That's all I want to do, is I want to show people my vision of what I see, how I see the world, how I see ideas and thoughts and props and things and magic and whatever it might be. I just see things differently than people. I just do. And instead of being the person that just sees things differently and just keeps them to myself, as it is for any artist, when you realize you're an artist, it's an expression of yourself. You have to get it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize for the package that it's coming out of. I didn't do this. My parents fucked. You understand? That's all. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, man. It's amazing.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and trust me, I look in the mirror and go, "This is crazy." But yeah. It's it's one of those things that you just you hope people like it. I've always said this, and I'm sure other people said this too. But do what you love to do. I hate the word love, but do what you adore. Do your passion. Do your fucking dream. And people will follow. People will see it. People will connect to that. And it'll be the right people to connect to it. You don't need everybody to connect to it. You know what I mean? I don't want everybody to love me or care for me or like my magic. I don't. That would be boring. Ugh. Everybody just gives you this all the time. Ugh. How do you get better? How would you get better?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a vision, and I grew up in a very interesting time in magic where books is what it was, and you read, and if you wanted to learn a trick, by somebody and see it live. You had to go to a convention. You had to follow them somewhere. That there's something about that. There's a reward about that. When you hear about a guy in St. Louis that could take 4 coins. I remember how old I was, very young at this time, maybe 13. And we had heard about this guy in St. Louis who had just got a gig at the Illusions, Carmel, Indiana, Illusions restaurant. And he could take 4 coins and put them on the ground and just wave his hand over and they just formed. They did the Matrix thing. And it was Chris Kenner. Chris Kenner was the first shadow coins. Omar had his versions, but I think it was Kenner his was more widely accepted. But you only got to see it if there was a VHS tape that was going around that somebody was passing around. Yeah. And that was like an underground type fucking thing to see Kenner and Homer and all that stuff. I got to see all that stuff. I got to be a part of that stuff, you know? And it really shaped me. It shaped how I see magic. It shapes what I feel about magic. It shapes how I express magic. It shaped everything about me. And as long as I still have a breath, I want to use that to better the art and better the craft.
That's great.
I make a little coin while I'm doing it.
Exactly.
Let's be honest. I'm so sick of people not being honest. Yeah, I want to make money doing this. Absolutely. Of course I do. Because I want to keep doing it. It's a passion of mine. It's a dream of mine to put all these ideas out there. And it takes money to make money, right? So
exactly.
Of course I do. And if anybody says they're just in this for the art, they're full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're in it for a lot of different things. Art, of course, is one of them. Craft, of course, is one of them. Performance, of course, is one of them. Staying true as a student, of course, is one of them. But making a living at the same time is also one of them, because we live in this world where we have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish more people would be honest about
and for anybody who doesn't understand the magic industry, I have all the respect in the world for you, man, because you put everything out yourself now, and that's fucking hard work. Like,
just me. That's it.
That's hard work. Like, I was hanging out with the guys from Penguin the other day, as you know, and I saw their gimmick. They've got an entire fucking building full of people that make gimmicks all day. You know, and all day, every day, they're just there making gimmicks. You put something out, it's not like you've got a sweatshop in the back there with like a ton of people. It's just you doing all of the marketing, doing all of the gimmick creation, doing all the packaging, all the deliveries, all of the emails, all of the sale, everything. Just you.
That's it. Nobody else. That's it. This gimmick for the coin cascade, it's called the Deluxe Coin Cascade, by the way, the full name. I made these gimmicks last night at 3 a.m. I had to be up at 9 a.m. for my son to be here. He's handicapped. He's disabled. So I had to be up for him. So I made gimmicks up to 3 a.m. last night. Just in order to show you guys this, actually. So the sacrifice, it's insane. It's insane. But again, it's not, it doesn't feel like a sacrifice to me, because it's just, I adore doing this. I really do. I really do. It's funny. You know, some people might not be able to do it yourself, and they're not one of those people that can do those things. But for some reason, I can make gimmicks, and it's weird. I don't know, man. It's fun. It's neat to see little personalities and sides of you that you didn't know were there before. Then they come out and you're like, oh shit, I can do this.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. You know, I made a bookcase. I literally made a bookshelf while I was waiting for you, or while we were waiting for each other.
That's incredible.
I posted it on Instagram, my progression of it. And I go, I had 30 minutes. And I looked at the instructions and it said 30 minutes. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to get it done in 30 minutes. I'm going to do it. And I saw it was 10:29 your time. And I had one more nail to put in. I put it in, I took a picture of it, and I sent Adam Wilburn, and I posted, and I go, boom, 30 minutes. and then I'm sweating a little bit, and I had all this stuff on me. I'm like, okay, I got to now get in. It felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like Mr. Rogers. It felt like Mr. Rogers. Like I was taking a shirt off, putting it on. If you saw what I see right here, it is a mess. This is wonderful. This is not so much wonderful. Yeah. So, you know, I'm very thankful that I have this mind and I can do these things. And I look at it this way. I've come to realize that any good thing that happens to any human being in this world is a fucking miracle. Any good thing that you experience, it's so filled with so much horrible stuff that when you experience any good thing, that's hold on to that, huh? And that's the way I look at my brain and my mind and how I think. And I've just been listening to a small, still inner voice lately that's been leading me in a really good way.
Wow.
But I had to go through a lot of shit to get there, you know. So.
Well, it's like I said, man, it's good to see you in a good place. It really is.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing there's a lot more to come from you in 2022, right?
I think so. It's like when I did the award video for you, and I picked this up because look, I knew everybody else was just gonna go, thank you so much. It worked really, I'm just so happy that you whatever. And I was like, fuck it, I got this. I'll make it look like an award. But then I had this idea. Well, let's not end cheery. Let's not just. So I looked at it and I go, let's see what the 2022 will bring. Ooh, that's not good. Right? Because it just takes people out of that happiness. It's an award. He's going to say all this stuff. And then he looks at the crystal ball and goes, oh, that's not good. And then it just ends.
Yeah. Love that.
I like those little things like that. I want to grab people and leave them hanging on, you know? Andy Kaufman was a genius at that. And anytime I do those little bits, I always think of him. That's
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I want everyone to jump on your mailing list. I can't say it enough times on this channel. Get on Justin Miller's mailing list and buy everything, because if you don't, it's going to sell and you're going to be missed out and there's nothing you can do. He's not going to make any more. So make sure that you jump on the mailing list. And you know what? This channel, anytime you want to come on and speak about anything, man, it's your platform to use. No problem at all. Anytime. Seriously.
I appreciate that.
Anytime you want to come on.
Thanks,
and I seriously mean that. And if there's anything I can do to help, you know that I'm here in a heartbeat.
Well, I'm excited for Netrix. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait for it. You guys are going to love everything. I adore it, really, because there's so much material. I know for me, and then I know so many other people. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exactly what Magic Flicks was trying to do and failed miserably. And with honesty and with integrity, it's beautiful coming from you, because we know that we're going to get something so unique and so special. So I want to thank you for putting that out for all of us.
Thanks, man. And you'll be we'll be in touch this week with all the stuff you need as well, because it's pretty much ready to go. In fact, I'm going to give people an exclusive right here, right now. 3rd of April. That's when it's launching. 3rd of April.
Boom.
There you go. You heard it here first.
He did it. He opened up the prediction. 3rd of April. Done.
Boom. 3rd of April. And you're going to get your logins this week and all the stuff that you need so you can start promoting it to your guys. But
I'm so happy, man. I'm honored to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Man, I'm super honored to have you on there. 100%.
Thanks, man.
Anyway, we are going to wrap things up now. Buy all of Justin's shit. Follow him on Instagram. Follow him on Facebook. Leave a comment down below. And I'm sure in a very not too distant future, he's going to be back for the 4th interview, because no matter how many times I speak to you, you always come up with new stuff. You've always got so many stories, so many pieces of advice, so much stuff to share. And, I couldn't do this with many people, but I know that every time I go back and do another interview with you, it's going to be completely different. It's going to be just as awesome.
It always is different, isn't it? I think that's really cool. And it's always organic, too, and I appreciate that.
It always is. It always is. And who knew all those years ago that you and I would be doing
this? Who would have fucking known, dude? Who would have known, man?
Nobody knew.
Who would have known? Everything changed with COVID, man. I think people's mindset changed, too. I think we just grew up, right? We just got wiser, and we got smarter and just more logical, I think. I don't know.
Absolutely. I think that's about it. So leave a comment down below. Bye,
guys.
Get his mailing list. There is a link in the description down below to Justin's website. Clicking it, it'll take you 2 seconds to get on the mailing list, and then you get to see all the stuff that comes out before anyone else. I'll be back again very, very soon with another video. But on behalf of Justin Miller, JM himself, we'll see you again.
See you guys. Bye.